Hey there, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's been having a good week so far. At least the weather's been nice around here in Alberta. Things are melting. That's pretty nice. So anyway, this is a video that's it's essentially a follow-up that about a month after the pandemic was starting to be released into the media that talks about their event 201, which was of course planning for a coronavirus, and then unironically a coronavirus for this exact situation spreads for something that they'd literally just trained for. Funny, this video has more it does have more dislikes than likes, but not by the ratio that they usually get. Comments, however, hilarious. So Satan has to admit his plans. Good job, Satan. This wasn't a simulation, it was planning. It's funny that they aren't editing everything that they've done. They got rid of that one video altogether, the "You'll own nothing and be happy" video. They straight up deleted the English version of that, as I showed. Spanish version, last I checked, was still around. So anyway, this is them more or less talking about it. To me, it's a late admission, and then what it will look like potentially moving along. Granted, this was in March, but they do show soldiers in this video. And I just seen another video of soldiers in Canada that I wasn't aware of, like UN coat people walking around. I couldn't identify what country they were from. That's something I'm going to look more into and maybe do a video on here. So we'll watch this anyway, just for a refresher, just to keep it on record, just maybe in case this does go missing too.
These epidemic events are getting more and more disruptive to health and to economy. And the reason we called it Event 201 is we knew eventually one of these days, one of those events would be the big one. And that big one would really challenge our capacity to respond. And to respond to the big one, we do need to have all hands on deck. Participants are confronted by a hypothetical scenario that presents to them the challenges of a response. So we will say, here's a hypothetical disease outbreak. This is the way it might be evolving. And these are some of the challenges that you'll see that you'll have to address to address the disruptions that you're seeing to your healthcare system or to your organization. All stakeholders realize pretty quickly just how underprepared we are and just how much is possible when we work together. And that the individual actions of any government or company won't add up to a proper global response. I think if we're honest with ourselves, collectively, the international community has never done enough to respond to global health security challenges. That we knew before COVID that the world was underprepared for biological risk.
They managed to do a test just before one happened.
When we walked into the room in New York, if you would have asked, do you think the world is prepared for a pandemic? I think everyone around that table would have said no. But it's when they walked out, I think it's when we really knew that if we are going to get ready, we need to have operationalized and integrated public-private cooperation that we haven't seen before.
Tedros is actually one of the perfect people you could have picked to head this because he's so corruptible. Just easy to get him to do whatever you need to do, and he'll do it because he doesn't ever want to go back to living the way he used to in Ethiopia. And of course, businesses are all destroyed. Nice galvanization. So yeah, there you go. Pandemic information, just for the heck of it. I figure I'll beef up my WEF folder myself without actually jacking videos and having them wind up copyright bullshit. So this should keep that from happening. Alright. Peace out.